Welcome back, everybody. This is JenSandwiches, here to take another bite out of Zombie Exodus Safe Haven. So last time, we just talked to Woody about the Wendigo and his thesis, and then he decided that he was done talking to me, which is very sad because I wasn't done talking to him. Oh well, now we're gonna go to the convenience store because that's what I feel like doing. So, money still holds value, and if you have any chance at buying goods, you'll need to try sooner rather than later. Before leaving, you consider the weapons you're holding, the trench knife and the rifle. What are my options? What do I have? Ooh, okay. I can only take two, can't I? Alright, well, if I can only take two, I would prefer to have one close combat weapon and then one. Maybe instead of the rifle, I should take the Beretta and then keep the trench knife. I think that might be good. Okay. As you prepare to leave, you wonder if Woody should join you. Before you have a chance to decide, he clears his throat and glances up from the book he's reading. Heading out? Yep. Good luck out there. Best if I stay put and watch the place. My feet are something terrible with the miles I've put on them the past few days. Mind if I shower while you're gone? I'm really starting to kick up some odor. At least he recognizes that he's smelly. He sniffs his armpit and scrunches his nose. You could certainly demand that he go with you, but you haven't known him long enough to argue. Also, he really needs a shower. My bath is filled with water, but feel free to use some to wash up, you say. Hey, what's your cell number in case I need to reach you? Woody tells you the number, and you plug it into your contacts. The closest store is at a shopping center a few streets away, Thelma's convenience store. Given the short distance, you could walk or drive there. Driving takes gas and draws attention, but a vehicle provides a way to carry home more supplies. Do I need a lot of supplies? Oh yeah, I guess I do, that's right, because people came and stole all my shit. So I probably do need things. Actually, I'm better off than I thought I was. But you never know, I'll bring the car. Oh, see, I do have my car. No, because I remember a few videos back, the game was like, acquire a vehicle, and I was like, I'm pretty sure I already have a car, but I got one anyway, just in case. I did already have a car. Okay, well, whatever. Let's do the pickup truck, because sure. You pull the pickup truck away from your home and set out for the short drive to Thelma's. As you leave your street, you see traffic is flowing towards the main avenue in constant waves, creating an ambient drone. Most stores are closed. The corner bakery where you'd often buy coffee is empty and dark, secured behind a metal gate. A sign in the window reads, "Closed until further notice." While you stop to peek in the store, a crash of metal and the sound of broken glass spins you around. Two cars collide in the middle of the avenue, though the traffic continues around them. Wow! A woman steps from the lead car, her face red with anger. Smoke rises from the hood of her coupe. "What the hell, you moron!" she yells. As she moves closer, the second car backs up and veers around her into traffic, its tires squealing as it picks up speed and nearly causes another accident. While this happens, a heavy growl echoes from behind a high fence. The woman's face goes flush, and she runs back to her car and drives away. You hit the gas and drive faster towards the store. I was like, nope, I'm out. You reach the shopping plaza and spot movement outside Thelma's convenience store. A crowd of customers are congregating in a loose line leading to the boarded storefront. Outside by the door, a tall man in a leather motorcycle jacket with a shaved head, long red beard, and biker boots is holding an axe in one hand and has a large revolver on his hip. As people progress in line to the door, he lets them in one by one as each customer leaves. At least a dozen people are standing outside, some carrying bags, some with weapons, some pleading or arguing with others in the crowd. Several in back shout curses or yell disapproval at the wait time for being admitted into the crowded store. You even hear a few people hollering about the extremely high prices in the store. Good thing I found that, diamond or something like that, jewelry. I found something good. You park the pickup truck at an open spot a few car lengths down from the store. Before you reach the crowd, you spot an ATM. If this store has hiked up prices, you might need more money than you're carrying. Pretty sure I've got money. I'm pretty sure $2,200 is plenty of money. I think I'll be okay. You pass the ATM and continue to the store. As you step closer to Thelma's, the bouncer yells, "Back of the line!" You step into the last spot behind a bulky couple who you can barely see around. Forced to wait, you study your surroundings. On the opposite corner of the street sits a National Guard jeep with 3 soldiers watching the area. A news helicopter soars far overhead, its rotors barely audible. A murmur comes from the crowd, and every so often gunfire sounds in the distance. 15 minutes pass, and in that time, 3 people have been allowed through the doors. Half a dozen more people are standing behind you. At this rate, you won't get in for at least a half an hour or more. While you watch and wait, a woman passes the line, hands the bouncer at the door something too small for you to make out, and walks through the door. Wait my turn, go to the front, talk my way inside. I'm pretty sure I'm not very charismatic. I'm pretty sure because I'm such an angry person that I don't think talking my way in is gonna work. Yeah, no. I'll just wait. Maybe something interesting will happen. Yeah. Time drifts by as you stand in your spot waiting your turn. The line creeps forward every 5 minutes. Unfortunately, you're standing in the sunlight as the sun stares down from high in the sky. The heat forces you to drink a bottle of water in order to stay hydrated. A half an hour passes before you make it to the front of the line, and finally the bouncer lets you in. It's okay, I still got a bathtub full of water. It's alright. Past the double glass doors, Thelma's convenience store is bustling with movement amid crowded checkout counters and aisles of products. The store is longer than it is wide, with 4 main aisles marked fruits, vegetables, protein, drinks, candy, cigarettes, cleaning products, and household goods, respectively. A central counter near the front is the sole checkout line. Wow. Where a heavy-set woman bags goods and rings up sales for the waiting customers. Beside her stands a tall, wiry guard holding a shotgun and watching every movement through the line. A sign above the checkout area hangs in bold, black, spray-painted letters. Looters, thieves, and shoplifters will not be prosecuted. They will be shot. Whew! Positioned around the store in each corner are other towering guards armed with rifles and watching over every angle of the mart. On the far right rests a butcher's counter where a slender woman carves up fresh meat, and behind her is a metal door leading to what you assume is a side alley. A chalkboard over a closed checkout line shows the prices of several items. Supplies are running out on popular items, all fruit, 55 each. Veggies, 55 each. Chicken, 85 per package, 2 servings. Bottled water, 15. Alcohol, 250. Soap, 35. Batteries, 75. Cigarettes, 400. I am so glad that I did not pick that I, was addicted to nicotine or alcohol, because, damn, that would have sucked. Okay, as you walk through the store, you shop and pay at the checkout counter, shoplift some items and walk out without paying, shoplift some items but still pay for other items. I'm pretty sure these options are there for, like if you're the teenager and you don't have a lot of money, because I started, a separate game on my tablet as a teenager and I have, no money, so that's probably for that. I'm just gonna play it safe since I have the money. When you think about why you're paying at the counter and not stealing, it's because I'm no thief. Might be the apocalypse or blah 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 blah. I forgot. With my luck, I'll get caught. Yeah. Yeah. You grab a cart and move through the store aisle by aisle. Since you drove, you're not worried about carrying home bags and bags of groceries. All of it will fit in your pickup truck. Moving through the narrow rows of shelves, you run your hands over the goods, picking some up here and there to glance at labels and consider the marked up prices. Supply and demand is definitely well understood by the owners of this store. With the outbreak's limitation on food and good distribution, it's no surprise that the prices of even basics are overinflated. Know where they keep the ammunition? A voice says from behind. I haven't seen any, you say, and turn toward the voice. The aisle is empty of anyone. Who is stalking me? I thought that is the burning question that I have about this whole game right now. Who is this creeper McCreepston that keeps stalking me? Okay. After a quick tour of the store, you consider the items you want to buy. Money, 2,200. Goods in cart so far, empty. Price of goods, 0. Number of goods, 0. Well, I don't need herbs because I picked herbs at that one house, like the old people's house that had died. I picked herbs in their garden, I remember. So I don't need that. I think the thing I'm most low on is food. Is there anything here that I can use to, like, craft, though? Because I think I would rather buy, like, crafting things. Since I'm pretty sure I'll be able to find food more easily. Okay, bought one thing of duct tape. Okay, that's it. That's all I want to buy. I'm good. I'll just... Yeah. And shopping. Finally finished shopping, you navigate the cart around the last aisle and push it to the checkout line. A tall, thin man in a sleeveless t-shirt with the logo for the Red Mamba Bike Club directs you forward. A short-barreled shotgun hung from a strap over his shoulder. You glance up and to the right, where a woman stands in a tower aiming a scoped rifle down at the checkout lane. Oh my god. Your wait is short as the young man in front of you pays for a roll of duct tape and a single banana and leaves the store. Next, please, and thanks for shopping at Thelma's, the checkout woman says, and by her name tag, this must be the Thelma. She's middle-aged, with red blonde hair and an angled nose like a cartoon witch, but with an inviting smile and a slight giggle to her speech. On her upper arm is a tattoo of a red snake and the letters RMBC. I guess she's in this biker club. That's a nasty scar you got there. You sure do fit in around here. Thelma hits a button on her register. I forgot I have a scar on my face. You empty your cart onto the conveyor belt, and Thelma is quick to scan each item. Find everything you need? She asks. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, I should ask her. Thelma smiles. I wish, dear. We only have what we use for protection. The register dings as it finishes the checkout. Thelma takes each item off the end of the conveyor belt and carefully stacks them according to size and weight, fitting them all into several large bags. Thelma squints up the small display on her register. Let's see, the damage is $14.70. Normally I don't do this, but you deserve some discounts. I'll tell you each one separately so you understand your bill. You look like you belong here. I'm giving you 5% off for that. Oh, sweet! I like the way you conduct yourself, so I'm giving you a 5% discount. Your new total is $12.50. We only accept cash. Sweet! You pay your bill and grab your bags to carry outside. You stride past the line of customers waiting to enter Thelma's. Even more people have shown up, and an extra bouncer stands by the door to keep some sense of order. Tension hangs in the air as the agitated people wait like coiled snakes, ready to attack the store. The murmur of their voices and a constant buzzing, their angry shouts an exclamation point. You hurry along the sidewalk to your pickup truck and place your shopping bags on the flatbed. As your pickup truck pulls away from the curb, you see a commotion from the crowd in front of the store as those waiting to go inside push closer to the door. Shouts of, "Let us in," mixed with curses and threats, until a rock sails over the mob and strikes the wall just above a bouncer's head. He raises his shotgun and fires once into the air. From across the street, gunfire erupts from the National Guard station. You stop at the corner and watch as a pack of the undead trek down the avenue towards the noise from Thelma's. Oh my god. Bullets strike their diseased bodies, sending them into a dance of twitching and jerking as they stride forward. Headshots finally stop them, and they tumble to the ground, some still alive and crawling towards the guard post. With the way clear, you press the gas and drive down the avenue towards home. That's scary. Arriving home, you walk up the front porch leading to the open door. As you climb the steps to your home, you listen for any sounds from inside, but you only hear the gusting wind blowing through your home and deep, heavy breathing. Standing just outside the doorway, deep, heavy breathing, like Woody's sleeping. Let's call Woody. Or I could call Rachel to see if she can get me back up. Cool. Let's call Woody. You step to the side of your home and hit Woody's name in your contact list. The line rings, and as you wait for your house guest to answer, you can almost hear a buzzing from the house synced with the ringing over the phone. Of course, if Woody is injured or worse, he wouldn't be able to answer, and his phone could be lying next to his body. You hang up and hold the phone in hand, considering whether to dial again or not. And then you hear it, a raspy growl coming from your living room. It's slow and steady, and for a moment you wonder if your mind is playing a trick on you until you hear it again. You tiptoe to the porch and slide close to the open doorway, turning to listen. Several sounds return, a slight hissing of wind, a rustle of curtains, and then a soft growl. You lean in further, and your skin prickles at the last noise, a deep and repetitive murmur made from low in the throat. It's too smooth to be inhuman, too rounded to be made from the living dead. Once inside, you take a quick look around, focusing on places where people might be hidden or areas obscured from your view at the window. Confident that all is clear, you cross the living room and kick Woody's foot to wake him. "Woody," you whisper. His eyes pop open, and he snorts himself awake and stretches against the ropes. Oh my god. "Oh, hey, you're back. It's been a while since those two broke in and tied me up. Are you fucking serious?" You survey the room. Some mud has been tracked inside and darkens your carpet, and of course, the front door is damaged. Nothing appears to be broken or even out of place, though you see items missing from your inventory. It's only been a few days of this outbreak, and already people are breaking in. "Yeah, we're either turning into zombies or losing our minds. Hey, can you untie me now?" As you lean over to check Woody's binds, a thought crosses your mind. What do you really know about Woody? You're usually not cynical, but it's hard not to be in the apocalypse. Could Woody have let people into your home and then concealed it by pretending to be tied up? Woody's breathing is fast but even, and his body language is fairly relaxed. Nothing tells you he's lying, and since he's Jamie's cousin, you have every reason to trust his story. While Woody struggles to sit up, you untie him while he tells me what happened, untie him, but I'm suspicious of Woody. He might have something to do with the break-in, Now let's ask him what happened. You reach down to Woody's wrists and pull apart the tight knots. His wrists are red where the twine rubbed the skin, and he squirms as you untie him. Once his hands are free, he works on the ropes binding his ankles. "Thanks very much. I was losing feeling," he says as he rubs his legs. "So what happened?" you ask and take a seat on the lounge chair near the staircase. Woody lifts a plastic container to his lips and drinks half of the liquid inside. Once finished, he drags his arm across his face, drying his mouth on his shirt sleeve. "I was upstairs preparing for a shower when I heard some tapping and scrapping at the door." Probably tapping and scraping at the door. "When I went to the window up there to look out, I saw two fellers at the door. A tall one with a real sweet, thick, black and gray beard and a mean stare, and a real string bean that could be his son." Like Mr. Makarov? Mr. Makarov had a gray beard and was kind of mean looking. Better not be. As Woody describes them, images of Sam and Peter Makarov pop into your head. How did I know? That's what I get for being nice. "I take it by your twitching that you know those two," Woody says and sits back in the couch. "They're neighbors from down the street, so they actually tried to break in?" Woody takes a deep breath and nods. "Sorry to say it, but they weren't here to hang curtains. They had a crowbar and tools, and the big feller had a rifle on his back. I ran downstairs and yelled through the door to tell them to leave. When they didn't go, I went to the front window and knocked on it to grab their attention. The skinny one laughed and pointed at me while the bearded one dug back in with the crowbar. It didn't take long for him to force the door open. Woody points to the broken piece of wood hanging from the door jamb. While they were coming in, I threw my clothes back on and ran to grab a weapon, but they were too fast. Maybe if I wasn't half naked and downstairs, I could have stopped them. The tall one sprinted in the house and got caught in the trap you set at the door. It swung and cut him good and deep in the thigh. He tried to come at me, but dropped to the floor. Anyway, once the old man aimed his 30-06, I gave up. The tall one tied me up while the other one robbed you. Did they say why they were robbing me? Did you try to fight back? Did they hurt you? How long ago did they leave? Woody squints his eyes and wrinkles his nose. Been a while now. They came right after you left and worked fast, like they had it planned out. I wouldn't put it past them that they were waiting for you to leave to make their move. They were surprised I was here, but that didn't deter them from continuing. I know I said I was going to try to be nice, but I was nice to him first, and this is what happens, and I just really, really, really want to go steal my stuff back right now, if I can. Woody rubs his chin and looks up at the ceiling. The tall one with the beard kept saying in an Eastern European accent, I know he has lots of food and supplies, so no mystery there. Did you try to fight back? Woody frowns and rolls his eyes. Did you hear about the rifle? The second those two got into your house, Beardo aimed that boomstick at me and gave off the impression he'd use it. He ordered me upon the couch, and the tall one tied me up. Like I said, if I was already downstairs and not preparing to shower, it might have gone a different way. Now, I might not be the smartest man in the world, but I knew not to mess with the old man. You can be mad at me for it, but wearing a bullet hole wouldn't help my situation and wouldn't save your house from being robbed. Oh God, my anger, oh no. You feel your anger rising as Woody talks. You let him into your house, and hours later the place is robbed. It wouldn't have made things better if you got shot, but I just want to know if you even tried to stop them from robbing me. Did I even try? Woody says, his voice loud and strained. No, I didn't try much. I yelled for them to leave, told them you'd be back soon, and they still threatened me and tied me up. Nowhere in those 10 seconds did I make a heroic move out of fear that old bearded man from putting a hole in me. He seemed to have no moral qualms about it. Sorry if that doesn't work for you, but if I fought back, I believe you would still have found your house robbed and me dead. Okay, did they hurt you? No, not really, Woody says, rubbing the rope burns on his wrists. Getting tied up was uncomfortable. My pride's hurt, truth be told. Don't feel right being held up by an old man and his idiot son. No real damage done, though. Oh my God. I still can't believe they broke into my house, you say, and look around the living room. Most of your goods and supplies are gathered near the dining room, and you count through the missing items. A few pillows from my couch, all of your bandages, all edible plant parts, all bottles of alcohol, a set of crafting tools, 4 electrical parts, a first aid kit, a throw rug. After your search of the inventory in your living room, you head into the kitchen. Cabinets are open, and several boxes and containers of food are turned over, empty or missing. The refrigerator door sits open, creating a constant low hum as it tries to remain cold. A quick check reveals a good portion of food has been taken. You close the door, and the hum dies out. Now that you've checked, it appears 16 units of food have been taken, leaving you with 6 left. Luckily, you still have what you bought from Thelma's, and you add the items to your inventory. You squeeze your eyes shut as a sudden buildup of pressure sets into your temples. In the darkness, a vision of Sam and Peter Makarov swirls. They break through your door, pick through your home like it's a Walmart, shopping for items at their leisure. How could they do this? You open your eyes and pace the room, feeling your anger rising like a wave. Are you going to let them get away with this? Stealing from you? Fuck no. Oh my God. Do I have no choice? Am I going? Okay. Oh God. Alright, I want to keep doing it. I want to keep going, but I needed to stop. I am like over time. But it'll give us something to anticipate in the next episode. So I'm really sorry. I'm like super excited though. I'll get back to it as soon as I can. Thank you guys for sticking with me, and we will get right back to getting our revenge on the Makarovs in the next episode. Bye.